So, hi again, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. I'm so excited to be here with you today. I'm going to be your creative therapy coach. And what creative therapy is just a DIY project that you can do, just something to focus on, to enjoy. It doesn't have to be perfect. It is your product. There's that fibro kicking in, y'all. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
It's your project to create however you want. So, for those of you who do not know, I battle with fibromyalgia as well. I'm a fighter of 14 years, as well as I have connective tissue disease. So, I understand what you're going through, and I'm here for you to support you in however I can. I love Team Fibro. I love the fact that we're having this community conference together, and it's just really showing the support. So I'm not going to say anything else, but we're going to go ahead and get started. I hope this kicks off the conference to a great start for you with some fun. So I have already set up here a tray of products prepared for today in case you decide you want to do this later. We have some chalk paint. If you can see that, let me. Melissa, I'm not doing too good, am I? Turn this way. Okay. Waverly's chalk paint. I have some acrylic paint, some glitter, and one of my favorite things to use is Mod Podge. Turn that towards the camera. Okay, so the holidays are coming up, and I want to show you guys some really quick things that you can do to be festive for the holidays that don't require a whole lot of work. I already have my glue gun plugged up, and if you're using a glue gun at home, just please be careful because you can burn yourself, although it's super fun to use. It's quick and efficient. So I'm going to show you how to create a centerpiece with this grapevine wreath, one for Thanksgiving and one for Christmas, just as a centerpiece for your table. You can put in your bathroom however you want. So I already have some things prepared and pre-cut to make this video or this session really short so it doesn't take up too much of your time. So these are my pieces, and I'll be working with some sunflowers, pumpkin picks, and these things can be purchased at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Dollar Tree, whatever you choose. Make sure I stay in view so you guys can see me. So I'm just going to take these picks here and just bend them. Like I said, they've already been pre-cut just for the sake of time. But these crafts, they don't take a whole lot of effort or time, but the purpose of creative therapy is for you to relax and enjoy. So when you're doing this on your own time, don't feel rushed. Take your time and do it to your liking, okay? So now I'm just going to take my glue gun and just start applying these pieces. One tip I would tell you is when you're creating, I like to put my pieces down first and actually check out the placement to see where I like it and what it looks like before I commit to actually gluing it down. Because sometimes I see, I'm like, okay, I like that. And then it's like, nah, I want to change it. So remember that when you're creating, there's no wrong way to do it. It's all about what you like and what you want. Okay? So I'm just sticking these pieces inside here. How many of you craft? Do you craft at home? Do you love DIY projects?
Yeah, let us know if you're crafting. I'm behind the scenes right now. Well, to be honest, like I have my craft and now I'm doing tech support. So I know like Maudie, I sent you some crafts in the mail. Like everybody got their overnight here. And I know Estella and Juana, you have a creative family. So how often do you get creative together, Estella and Juana?
Wow, the last time we created something was the pumpkins. We were painting pumpkins. We're not as good as, with the carving, at least I'm not, but the painting is a lot easier. So we try to create be creative and actually include all family members, and from children to grandparents, because art therapy is a very creative way to release that stress and prevent those flare-ups. So especially for me, so we introduced it at a very young age to my daughter who lives with fibromyalgia. She was diagnosed at the age of 13. So she is very artsy. She likes to draw, and that's how she releases a lot of her stress.
Yes, I love that.
Yes. And Juana, you want to share really quick, like the loom knitting? And this is why we are called Looms for Lupus. We actually incorporate a lot of art therapy in our support groups. So we're excited to see this. Look how beautiful that's coming out.
I know, it's beautiful.
Thank you, guys.
And so, yes, when I was diagnosed with lupus back in 2009, one of the things that I was going through was anxiety. I mean, I didn't know what was going to happen. I was in ICU for 7 days, and when I came out, I was just worried and afraid of what was going to happen the following days. So, what I did to start distracting my mind in something other than just thinking about my condition. So I started loom knitting. And what loom knitting is, I bought a looming kit. I don't remember where I saw this looming kit, and I thought it was interesting. I always wanted to learn how to knit, and I never could. I mean, it was just too difficult, not only because of all the pains that I was going through, but it was just coming up with something knitting, I couldn't do it. So when I saw the loom knitting kit and I saw how easy it looked, so I started just loom knitting, and I did a scarf. And then I started just coming over to we always meet at my mom's house, but I started just bringing my loom knitting kit to my mom's house every weekend. So the kids, my mom, my sisters were looking at me what I was doing. And then my sisters started to all get a loom knitting kit. So we would be loom knitting together. We would do scarves. We did beanies. I did a baby blanket. So there was a few things that I did. And so that was one of my stress relievers. And
I love that.
That's why we came up with Looms for Lupus, Needing a Community of Hope. Because at the time, we were just needing hope within my family. And we just wanted to extend it all to the community. And so we started and we continue to loom knit or knit a community of hope with all living with lupus, fibromyalgia, and mental health and other overlapping conditions.
I love that. I would love to learn how to do that. That sounds great. I love it.
Well, you let us know. We can always do a Zoom or a virtual event where we can show. I mean, it's not difficult, especially for a lot of us who have the arthritis or conditions when we're going through the pains with fibromyalgia. I mean, everything hurts. So there's a way to do it where it's not going to take much on your hands.
Yes.
And so you let us know.
Oh, yeah. I want to do it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Okay, guys. So while she was explaining what she does and how it's therapeutic for her to do crafting, I just finished one.
Wow, that's beautiful.
So it's just a simple grapevine wreath. So I'm going to show you now what you do with it. If you have a candle, you just sit your candle in the middle, and that's your centerpiece. And I'll just spin it around this way so that you can see. And just simple. Or if you don't want to use a candle, you can use, I got a hurricane glass to show that way also. And then you just sit your candle down inside, or your holiday treats or candy, and super easy. And that's just a simple DIY project you can do for the holidays, for Thanksgiving. Now I'm going to show you the Christmas one. As I said, I already pre-did some things, so it wouldn't take up a whole lot of time. But of course, when you do it at home, you take your time and you relax, okay? So this is the Christmas one I already prepared. And I'm just going to add in a couple berries into that. And I'll show you guys this. I found these sacks of goodies at Target. They had these whole bundles here for like $3. And I thought, what a great buy. I'm always looking for crafty things that I could just enhance home decor because that's just what I love. So I'm just going to take my glue gun and just add those to this really quick and then show you what that looks like. So this wreath is just really pine cones on it, frosted ferns. You know what? I don't want to tell you guys a story, but I call these little berries. They probably have a better name for them. But the holiday berries, that's what I call them. I love them in red. I love them in gold. So when you create your project, you pick whatever colors you like, whatever you want for your home, okay? So I'm just adding those, and then I'm going to add one more. If you do not craft, if you use a glue gun, guys, this once you glue something, it will come out like spider webs, and it'll be all over your hands, and you know, just pick them off once it cools. Now, don't touch it while it's hot, and then it'll be easy to remove that.
Right?
Yes,
it goes on your skin.
Exactly. Right. Like, oh God, it's fun to play with sometimes, right? But when you look at your project after you're done, you're like, look at all these webs all over the place. Make your project look old. Like, I just finished that. Okay, so I just added those berries in, and then I'm going to show you guys what that looks like. And I want to add one more. And like I said, again, when you're creating, there's no right or wrong way to do it. You do it to your liking. As long as you're happy, then you're doing it right. Okay. So I just added another piece. So how are you guys doing? How's your day going?
It's going great. Look at that pop of color.
Beautiful.
Red,
So
yeah.
I just added that, and voila. And again, like we did with the Thanksgiving one, we're just going to add our hurricane to the center. Let me pull back some so you can see. Easy holiday centerpiece.
That is gorgeous.
And I love candles, y'all. I don't know if y'all crazy about candles like me, but I have them everywhere over the house. So just seeing it lit up, it just takes it to a whole nother level.
And the smells.
Oh yes, the smells. Speaking of smells, Kina's Creation, she has these beautiful candles, and she's a fibromyalgia warrior as well, and I support her business. Her candles are amazing, y'all. So you'll have to check that out. I love it. Okay. So now I'm going to move that out the way. Then I'll go to our next project. I already pre-did it, so it wouldn't take a whole lot of time. Do y'all have any questions or anything? I want to make sure I'm not moving too fast.
No, I love that you showed two different types, like one for, the fall, for if you celebrate, Halloween or not, like incorporating these little pumpkins way for the fall decor, but also the Christmas decor, because some people go straight into Christmas. So I love that you did that.
Thank you. I love all holidays. So I'm constantly switching my stuff out.
And it's definitely relaxing just to see you do it. I am not very crafty, but there's things that I do, and just because I'm focused, I'm not thinking about anything else. And sometimes I even forget about the little paints. I call them little paints, but we all know that they're no little paints.
Yes.
Your mind is focused on what you're doing. So a lot of the times it does help a lot, not only with mental health, but also with the paints, because though you're doing it careful, you're doing it slow, but you're focusing on what you want to do.
Exactly. And not on the pain. Like, I forget all about my pain. Like, what pain? What fog? I don't have to focus on anything but my project. I don't have to follow instructions. I can do it my way. So
Right.
it's really my happy place when I can create.
And your kids participate too, right, Nikki?
Oh my God, yes. My little one wanted to come in here with me today. He was like, Mom, can I paint with you? I said, maybe next time. But I'm a mom of 3 boys, so my kids are very hands-on with me, and I teach them how to create. And I guess this just comes with them naturally. I guess me being their mom, but I enjoy it. It's therapeutic for me as well as for them, seeing them smile, and then something that they can do with me that's not going to hurt me, So it really is a family affair. So y'all make sure you bring your kids along, nieces, nephews, even get husband or boyfriend involved. Husband, see, there's another fog. Husband involved.
I thought that's how you call them.
Hey, that sounds good, doesn't it?
I wanted to share. I have been doing scrapbooking. I see the comments coming in, and scrapbooking is amazing. And I've taught my daughter scrapbooking since she was young, and she's
great.
And it was perfect when she was in 8th grade or 7th. Yeah, 8th grade. They went to Washington, and their project was to scrapbook their trip.
Oh wow!
My daughter got an A.
Oh yes,
because she was so used to scrapbooking already,
right?
And so they had to take pictures of all their locations. This is an amazing what's it called, project for kids, and they had to take pictures of all their locations and then write a little bit of each location, what they learned, and then each teacher, history teacher, math teacher, all the different teachers, science teachers, had a look at their at my daughter's work, and that's how they were graded.
Oh wow!
So then she was thinking, okay, how can I incorporate math in there, science in there, spelling? It was amazing. And going back to crafts, I got this at the dollar store.
Oh, I love it.
Painted, and then it also has the the pretend candle in there, so they can turn it on and you see it.
Oh my God, I love that.
If you can see up, I have my friends, and my daughter did one, and I did one. And if you go to, and it was orange, and we just painted. My whole support group painted them purple, and then we just shared our pumpkins. And if you look at Lupus Society of Illinois, the support groups,
I love it.
Holding my pumpkin.
Yes, I love. Thank you so much for sharing that, Mara. I love that.
Yeah. And then we make spoons, purple spoons, also.
Yes.
With the and in Spanish it's iman. English it's magnet. Your magnet, and it's a purple spoon, and then
I love how you say it.
Yeah, and the ribbon. So next week I am sharing it with the Mata sisters and with Melissa with in Philadelphia.
Oh, I love it. I'm so happy to hear that y'all are crafting and being creative. Sure. Like I love that. That makes me so happy.
For sure.
Good job, guys. So now another quick one for Thanksgiving. We're just going to do some stackable pumpkins, right? I made one of these to go on my kitchen counter, and I just absolutely love it. So I'm going to show you one really quick, and then we're going to finish out with a cute little snowflake. And I'll go ahead and show you the snowflakes, what they look like. But I found this pack at the Dollar Tree just to make Christmas ornaments. And I'll show you 2 different ways that you can do it to represent fibro, of course, and then our traditional Christmas white snowflake, this bling bling. So I'm excited about that. So with this pumpkin, I have 3 different sizes so we can stack them, guys. So I'll just start off with my glue gun. We're going to put a good bit of glue there. I'm going to stack our next pumpkin on top. And guys, if you do not find the pumpkins already decorated, feel free to decorate them yourself, paint them, bling them out, put glitter on them, whatever you want to do. And so with the chalk paint, you just go through and you're just going to paint it whatever color you want to your liking. I even thought about a purple pumpkin, and I thought that was great you did that. Mata, that was great.
Yeah, everyone in my support group made one, and they shared it with us.
Oh, I love that. So when you're painting, if you do not know or if you do not paint regularly, the key to painting is just try to keep your brush strokes even, go in the same directions, watch out for lumps, and just make everything even and smooth. So
I'll share something that we did in our support group.
Okay.
And again, I mean, art or any craft that you make, it's unique. It's you. I mean, it's so. This is one of the things that we did when we were going in, when we were having our in-person support groups. So everyone.
Oh wow, that is a beautiful. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, purple is my favorite color, and I just love butterflies too. So it's like perfect, even if it didn't have to do with fibromyalgia, right? Or lupus. I love it.
So we got to do this beautiful butterfly. And again, you know, I mean, everyone got so creative and everyone had their unique butterfly. There was one person that painted a little, I mean, the different colors, but yet it was still beautiful. And we all had so much fun. And not only were children doing the painting, we had my mom, we had, you know, all of us, we were all doing it. And it was just amazing how art therapy can help not only with what you're going through with the mental health, but also it helps you release all that stress and it helps you focus. So definitely, art therapy is something that we love to do and we love to incorporate when we have our support groups. We've also done the painting virtually for our support groups. So that's something that we feel strongly from the beginning since 2011 that art therapy helps.
Yes.
And we love to do Looms for Lupus.
Yes, I love that. So guys, another project finished.
Wow.
So our stacked pumpkin is done. And I just added a tag on there that says give thanks. Simple, easy. There goes those spider webs again from the hot glue gun. But just really simple and cute, guys. And that took me like no time. Of course, I showed where you can paint your pumpkin first. And for the sake of time, I already had one pre-done. So super easy and cool. And I just love how it looks. I can't wait to add that to my decor. And then the last one, which was the wooden snowflake I was telling you about. Painting it, just starting off with some chalk paint, of course. Y'all, I feel like I'm making a mess here. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to move quickly for the sake of time and give you guys some creative ideas that you can do at home. And of course, take these ideas and run with it. You know, add your own thing to it. So I want to show you a little trick really quick. I know you can buy the chalk paints and they come in like several different colors, but sometimes it's not always financially easy or affordable to purchase a whole craft collection. So what I like to do is just buy these regular acrylic paints, they usually come like $1, no more than $2 for those bottles, and purchase ivory or white chalk paint and just mix the acrylic into the chalk paint to create whatever color you want, which right now I'm just mixing that purple with some white and just creating a lavender. I don't know if you can see that or not.
And that's a great way to teach your kids how colors change.
Exactly, right?
I was a substitute teacher for 8 years, so anything that you can teach your kids how to do at home, and it's fun.
Exactly, I agree. So once I mix it, I'm just gonna just brush over that.
I'm very bad with arts and crafts like this, but
really,
I do, because I'm like a perfectionist. So, but I do Photoshop on the computer, and I like make T-shirts. Like I can do that. And so when I'm spending time on the computer doing Photoshop, I just forget about everything. But anything with my hands doing painting, I'm like a perfectionist, and I just take the tool.
Oh gosh, but that sounds like that's your outlet, though.
Yes.
When you're and that's okay. Everybody has their thing that takes their attention. They're passionate about.
Yeah, and I like the T-shirt you have on. Like I would love to make a T-shirt like that. You know. So.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I when I designed this T-shirt, it really came out of just a passion of mine, and just it says Fibromyalgia Warrior, the hidden story within. Like that's what I feel like fibromyalgia is. Like you look at me and you think, oh, she's fine, and it's like, no, there's a hidden story here, that you have no idea about. So that's why I created this T-shirt, and I'm so passionate about it. But guys, thank you. So there's the snowflake. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay. So again, for the sake of time, I already have one ready for you guys. So here it is. This is the purple one, and I added some glitter to that to blend it out. Yes. And then I added the piece of ribbon, and then on the other side I did a white one, and I just added some rhinestones.
Oh, but
and then so then you're ready for the holidays. Really simple, a great activity to do with your kids and your family. Everybody could create their own snowflake and then gather around the tree if that's what you do. And just simple. I hope you guys enjoyed those and gave you some ideas.
That's amazing. I love it. And I love the fact that you do this with your kids, and then you also give back, because I know some of the proceeds from your store, because I've been on your site, to support Fibro.
Yes.
And I think that's an amazing way. Not only are you relieving a lot of your stress there, but you're also working with your children, teaching them the art of creating and giving back. And I think that speaks so much about you and your faith and how you connect everyone. So that's one of the things I love. I love that you do that. So thank you for sharing your amazing creativity. And I will show you something that I have here next to me. I have a niece, and she just turned 3, and we bought her first piggy bank, but I bought it on a white canvas, right? As you can see. Put this together. And of course, she was, I think, about 1.5, almost 2, when she painted this, and I didn't want it to be perfect. And I said, this is her canvas, and she did amazing. And that's her first piggy bank.
I love it. That makes me want to cry.
Because you know what? That's what these kids, we need to teach them. We need to teach them about how to feel better and feel good. And, one of the things Danielle was saying is she's a perfectionist. What it is you want to make sure that what you create satisfies you. And I think it's okay to be a perfectionist for yourself. Don't do it for others. And if it makes you happy, then that's your place. Then enjoy it.
Yes.
So I love all of this, Nikki. So thank you again.
Thank you. And thank you for sharing that. I'm sorry that made me cry.
Oh no.
I love keepsakes like that. And every picture my children have drawn or project they made, I keep them all because it means that much to me. Just the fact that The truth. Yes, I love it. We're all survivors and we don't know how things are going to go in life and what comes up. So every moment I have with them, it means so much. I cherish it just that much more. And only God knows how long, we'll be here to fight this fight, tell the story, and encourage others. I want to look back and say, hey, I did that with you. I did that. And we know with how our memory is, we forget things. So taking those pictures or having those little reminders is just like, it's just encouraging. Like, look where we come from, Yeah. So I love that. Thank you for sharing.
Nikki, never apologize for those tears.
Okay.
Never. You got my eyes watering.
I'm sorry. I'm apologizing again. But yes, I love that. I love it.
The creative Nikki, showed us so many things, but I think again, the love that you're the passion. And I know you do this and you always gather together with other people and you teach them these crafts. And I think again, what you are doing is that person will remember, I created this with Nikki. I created this for me. And it's just going to continue. It's like that ripple effect. And that is what we're doing here. It's creating that ripple effect, trying to make an impact because we know that it has helped us. And, just everything you do, Nikki, it's just beautiful. I mean, I'm looking at your other little berries, the red berries back on the next to you. Everything is just beautiful. And I love, again, that you're sharing so much and giving back.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm going to show you guys one more thing. This lamp we made in our creative therapy class, and it's just a floral lamp, and we put the little butterflies inside. And we did this class with some fibro warriors, and then they can just sit it on their desk or beside their bed, or when they take a Epsom salt bath and just relax. So that was actually the first DIY class I actually hosted, and it was great. But it's encouraging when I see those students and they say, hey, I learned how to make a bow because of you, and now I decorate my whole Christmas tree. It's like, yeah, so those things mean a lot to me. It's never been about money to me. I've never cared about those things. It's always been about that sentimental value and how I can make an impact. So I'm thankful to be here before you guys today again, and I'm not going to cry anymore. But this really means a lot to me, and I just want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen out there, y'all be encouraged. Please always remember that you're not in this fight alone. I know it feels like you're alone at times because pain has a way of making you isolate yourself and make you feel isolated because you feel like nobody else understands, especially those who do not suffer with this illness. But don't be afraid to reach out and tell someone, say, hey, I'm struggling today, and it's okay. You don't have to be embarrassed. And I say that because for the longest, I was embarrassed. Sometimes I would be in the mall and my joints would lock up and I could not move, and my husband would have to carry me out. And I would be like, oh, I'm so young. I shouldn't have to deal with this. And people stare. But I had to dig deep within myself and say, hey, it's okay. And I'm doing the best that I am, the best that I can. So I say that to you. Remember to be gentle with yourself and to know that you're doing the best that you can. And every day will not be the same, okay?
All right.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Nikki. This was so much fun. And I know starting out with creativity was great. We're seeing everybody love it. So we appreciate you, Nikki. And for those of you interested in connecting with Nikki, she has a booth here, a virtual booth. You can find her at heartfaithandstrength.com. And she'll be back in different panels later out throughout the conference. Yes. But you're going to be roaming through the virtual conference. So people, please connect with her. Share your creativity.
Yes, if you please.
And then One thing I didn't remind people of when we started this was that there's different session rooms. So when you go to community session rooms, there is somewhere in the session rooms where you can share your story. So feel free if that's part of your story and the creativity, or a lot of people are music has changed their lives. Please turn on your camera and your audio in those community session rooms. Leave us a recording. We're going to go through that. We have some giveaways to give away to people who lend us that inspiration as well, all throughout the conference. And then there's community sessions with various individuals. Soon we'll be bringing up Crystal Kent from Veteran Voices for Fibromyalgia on the main stage. Then Dr. Rutherford, Dr. Pinkston to follow. And we have more guests right after that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close out this session, but I wanted to do an announcement because the Fibromyalgia Association of Canada sent us this amazing video. So before we bring on Crystal, and we're going to troubleshoot Crystal, there she is backstage. She's waiting to come on backstage. I want to share this great video that they created for us. Stay for the whole video because it gets really good. And you see the faces of fibromyalgia. So they put this together with a campaign from Canada, our Canada friends, and I love it. And the music amps up. So it builds up. It has this cinematic effect. So thank you, Nikki, for doing this with us.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for joining. Estella, Madi, Danielle, Juana. We'll see you out throughout the conference. Connect with all of these amazing leaders, okay?